dinner touch, the dinner touch, the dinner touch, the dinner
You trained too hard. Look, this little fellow's gone here with some amazing news. You can pretend to be angry at me, but you should not take it out on my birds. This little fellow deserves a reward. He deserves to know he's appreciated. Come on, give it a kiss. Just read this. You will be delighted to know that I have arranged for you, the left-hand body, to be invited. Farzana, I need your help. I will wait for you and Salama for you to go to Sumroo's camp and at Davis too and speak to him on my behalf.
What on earth for?
Clive and the British were infuriated at the massacre of the British prisoners of war. They put everything in the field to destroy Mir Qasim. His forces were decimated at the Battle of Buxar.
Everybody knows that. He returned to Delhi in rags like a beggar. I saw him myself.
The astonishing thing is that Colonel Sumroo's brigade lost not a single man on a gun. They fought their way out in this perfect formation. Nothing scares them.
Except their commander, that butcher.
Butcher? Colonel Walter Reinhardt Summers is the most efficient commanding officer in all of Hindustan. I want him on my side.
They say he's become unapproachable after the massacre. Won't go to entertainments, won't see anyone.
I'm sure you will find a way.
Me? Why should I find a way? Don't frighten me.
Farzana, you're still a little girl at heart. A little princess.
Don't remind me.
Do you know where the great Sumroo is right now?
Of course, outside the gates of Delhi, preparing to lay siege on our great city. His intention is to loot the capital before the British get here in strength. We're headed for sad days.
Not if he joins me.
Why should he join you, huh?
Why not? I'm prepared to pay him with gold and jewels if he doesn't trust our money. Stop it! You cannot take this way in front of the future Emperor of Hindustan.
I knew it. I should have guessed. You're plotting treason. Future Emperor of Hindustan? Indeed. You wouldn't dare say this in the palace walls, where you and your father fawn all over the Emperor all day. But here, in my mother's house, which you've misused with your secret pigeons, you let loose as the braggart that you are. Strike me and I'll expose you.
Farzana, I am immune to your taunts as long as you love me.
There's that trickery too. You've been at it with some ladies of the court.
I have to build my networks.
And Zuleika?
She's just an arch girl.
Just a nautch girl? Then what am I, if not a mere dancing girl too? And you beguiled me with promises of marriage.
Marriage? Marriage?
What else did you mean when you said my future lay with you?
Farzana, we have to be practical. My father, Zabita Khan, is waiting for the right opportunity to slip back to Ramkhan and muster all his forces. I must remain here and build the infrastructure. You are my beloved and will remain so. Marriage or no marriage.
So, the clever Zabita Khan, your father, is hoping to found a dynasty that will rule Hindustan.
Yes, from the toughest, most virile blood. One stream will be that of the Rohilla Pathans.
Meaning yourself, obviously. And the other, no doubt, from the established houses of Timur and Genghis, for the sake of continuity and legitimacy.
But don't you see, Farzana, how feeble these Moguls have become? No longer worthy of their ancestry. Look at this Shah Alam who sits on the throne, a mere pawn in the hand of his courtiers.
Among whom is your well-wisher, Mansur Ali, who's become the emperor's right hand and chief gossip.
Ada?
And what role do you allot me in all of this, between your loins and your feet?
Farzana, I don't understand.
You carry your brains between your legs, you dumb-stunned bull.
Farzana, if you were a man, I would say you were drunk or intoxicated by some substance.
Women like me are only intoxicated by my vision of freedom from men like you. So take your pigeons and go.
I knew it. I knew it. You're jealous of everything I own.
You flatter yourself, Ghulam Qadir. I'm only jealous of the use to which you put these birds.
Your mother knew I was getting messages.
Personal messages as a hobby or a sport. She even thought you might be supplying social items to the news sheets that are printed in the bazaar.
So what? You both need the money, and I'll have plenty of money once my alliances are in place. You are interested in that, aren't you?
Perhaps. But money is like a chameleon, changing color with its origin and use. At this moment, Ghulam Qadir, your money looks very uninteresting to me.
Rosanna, why are you doing this to me?
You really want to know? It's because you robbed me of a dream.
Dreams cannot be robbed. Dreams cannot be stolen. That's impossible.
Then let me tell you about two dreams, Ghulam. One that was lost and one that was stolen. Someday I will recover them both.
You talk like a poet.
That's what they said about my father. Then they punished him for it. He prepared a grand plan for the emperor's administration of Hindustan. A plan that will ensure peace and prosperity to all peasants without fear.
Well, really, it was quite impractical of him. Imagine giving out incentives for paying taxes rather than punishment for evading them. No wonder they sent him off to Lucknow, the city of the poets. Fear cannot be replaced. It is the key to power. Even God rules through fear. Through thunder, lightning, catastrophe, disease, famine, terror. Your father's silly dream had no value, except perhaps a sentimental one.
Don't mock what you don't understand.
Dare you! For this I could tear you from limb to limb.
Don't you even try.
Son, you're like a child threatening me with a toy. I could take that away from you in a second.
I was a child when I first met you. That was the dream you stole. You robbed me of the sweet tenderness of love, romance, chivalry. You treated me not as a young woman that you desired, but as a whore whose time you buy. You robbed me of that dream. You denied me the tenderness of love. And the terrible part of it, Ghulam, is that you rob without thinking, without knowing, without realizing anything. You rob as a matter of habit, like an animal. So take your money and your pigeons and your intrigues and go.
All right, I'll go. But in your self-pity, do not forget reality. Sumroo is right outside the city, waiting to ransack it. You can have this. But first, I need you to go and meet him and speak to him on my behalf. Meet him and bring me back a sign. Bring me back the sword from the massacre. I know it bears his initials, WRS. Bring me back the sword and you will be rich. And by that I'll know whether he intends to be my ally or my enemy.
All right, I'll do it. Now give me your turban and cloak.
What?
All the better to enclose my hair and cover my clothes.
You'll be lost inside my turban and my cloak.
No. Don't touch me. Leave them there.
This is madness. It may work.